What is up, everyone? Welcome back to my channel. My name is Robbie, and this is the Unmap Your Life project, where I go on a journey to permanently leave 9 to 5 corporate America job. So, what's my dog doing? I in I don't know if I'm gonna make this a new video, but in another clip, I talked about getting a job working with plants. And I don't know if I mentioned that I got the job. Anyway, yesterday, oh no, what day was it? What did I do yesterday? Maybe it was yesterday. Okay, so yesterday was what? Yesterday was July 10th. Today is July 11th. And I think it was yesterday I got the official offer for the plant. What is up? For the plant job. So I'm going to be working with plants. It's just pretty much staging plants, plant merchandising. And even though I want to eventually go on to maybe work in a like more so growing the how can I say this like actually take part in the growing process of plants and you know just working in the garden. I want to eventually be able to be a little bit more involved with the growing process and work with plants, but this one is just staging plants, making sure plants look good and watered and all that stuff. Just basically the maintenance once the plants are in the store. So I am excited. It is weird because I never imagined this would be what I never imagined I would be doing this. Like not this at this point in my life, right? Maybe like later after I retired. You know, to me this is something that you do you know, like once you retired from the workforce and you just want to stay active. I never imagined this is what I would be doing. I never imagined that. But I am excited. Like it is, I've done a lot of mental work to get myself in a space where I'm okay with doing lower level work, with doing lower. I'm not gonna say it's not stressful because I don't know. It could be a stressful job, but um, working 4 hours a day, maybe five, but no more than 5 hours a day. I am so happy to be in a space where I go to a job, I do my job, I go home. And no, it doesn't pay a lot at all. I've been doing some calculations, I've been managing my expenses, making sure I'm getting them down as low as possible so that way I don't have to make a lot of money. So I am in a space where even though this doesn't pay a lot, this pays me just enough to meet my needs, and I have a lot of time. Like I don't have to do this full time. Like, you know, like it is, to me, the trade-off is my time. I get more of my time back, and that's the most valuable thing to me right now is just having my time. And so eventually I would like to scale back from, you know, like maybe if I mean, I'm trying to figure out how to make money, you know, outside of corporate America, right? Like there are different ways we can earn money. You know, going to the office, sitting in the office all day until 4:30, 5 o'clock. That's not, that's one way to earn money, but it's not the only way to earn money. And so I am just trying to, eventually the goal would be to not work at all. But being realistic, um, working part-time is great. I would love to eventually be able to work like maybe 3 days a week and still doing 4 to 5 hours. But yeah, like I am in a space where this is working out for me. I completely walked away from applying to these corporate jobs, completely just left, right? I don't even look at those jobs anymore on Indeed. And I was watching a video where someone was saying that they have been unemployed for months, like 6+ months, and several people who were just like, finally, I finally found a job, right? And I remember when I first started, like way back, like March, when I just kind of started glossing, like looking at Indeed and looking at LinkedIn and some of the jobs I was looking at initially before I made the decision to leave corporate. And my job started to talk about layoffs, and I was like, "Ooh, you need a plan. So let's start brushing up on your resume. Let's start looking at jobs." And I was applying to a lot of those upper level jobs. I have 3 degrees, so initially my mind was like, I am not accepting a job that pays less than 100K. I am not, I've worked hard for this and where I'm at in my career and what I'm currently making. I was like, I'm not accepting anything that pays less than this. But the thing is, everyone who has gone to school, everyone who's looking for jobs, and like there are thousands of people gunning for those same jobs. So the competition is, steep. There's a bunch of people who's gunning for those 100K plus jobs. So you have tons of people to compete against. And so it was just hard for me to think that, man, I've been applying to these jobs and I'm not getting even a callback. I'm not getting an interview. I'm not getting anything. And I thought in that moment, like, you may have to rethink this, like, rethink what it is that you're doing because you may not, this could take a long time. And mind you, I started looking at the job market in March. I gotta get ready to go soon. I gotta get my hair cut. But I started looking at the job market in March. And I was like, well, let me just, test the waters. Let me just apply to see if I get anything back. And I was applying and nothing. And still to this day, it is July and nothing. Not even from any of those jobs I was applying to, those corporate jobs, those upper level jobs that required at least a master's. And still to this day, I haven't gotten anything back. And I was just thinking back, I was like, man, like, mind you, if I hadn't done the mental work, if I hadn't made a decision to just completely step away from that, I would have been so stressed out applying to these jobs, hoping and praying something would come by the end of September. And I can guarantee you nothing is going to come from all of those jobs I applied to. And so I am so happy I did the mental work to step away from that because, you know, this is a simple job and it doesn't pay well. So not a lot of people is probably applying to this job because, people need money. People need to make a lot of money. And so the competition probably, I was just like, there's not a lot of people gunning for these lower paying jobs. This is perfect. Because you know, um, there probably less applicants for these jobs and more applicants for the 100K plus jobs, right? So I just kind of leveraged that thinking in this process. I did humble myself with the type of work that I may have to settle with, and I am happy with this. That for me, the trade off is I put more emphasis on how much time I was going to have, and so that was the most important thing. And so I do enjoy that this job would be part-time, minimal hours, and yeah, like that's it. And so that to me, my time is worth more than 100K jobs, and spending 12 plus hours working every day, so I am just happy to finally have something low key and low stress, and I'm ready to get started. As of right now, it's looking like I may start next week, like the week of July 14th. um, I'm pretty sure I'm going to start next week. So I am excited. I went to the store and I got some gardening type outdoor work clothes. I am just ready to get away from the computer, sitting at the computer all day working. I mean, I still have to come back and do some work on the computer, but at least for part of the day, I get to go outside. um, so yeah, like I am content with where I'm at right now. And now it's just learning as much as possible about plants. And hopefully in the future, I will be able to buy some land and start my own garden and grow my own stuff. And that is the goal right now. So I got one thing checked off. I can kind of relax a little bit. And now the next goal is to go on to still make myself self-sufficient, buy some land, garden, grow my own food, or just start a garden. All right, that's the thing. just find some land and focus on, um, yeah, living as I keep struggling with saying as cheaply as possible because life isn't cheap, but just yeah, just living with less. So the next goal to tackle is to buy some land and see what my life is going to look like from there. Um, I am excited about this work thing. I am about to head out so I can go get my hair cut. Then I have to go get just one more thing for work, and that's it. So I'm trying. It's Friday, so I need to figure out what I'm gonna do for this last weekend. Tomorrow, I am going to be volunteering at another community garden. So hopefully, I will learn a lot from that experience as well. So um, Sunday, I have swim lessons. I don't really have anything going on Sunday. Um, but yeah, my weekend, I'm going to be doing some garden work this weekend and just focusing on getting my mental ready for work. Yeah, I don't have to go into the office. I am so, I don't know if anyone, if you worked in the office, please share your experience with working in the office. I mean, it wasn't all bad, right? It wasn't the most horrible experience in the world, but man, like I'm just so happy. I pray I don't have to go back to that. Fingers crossed, I never have to go back to sitting in the office, business casual. I cross my fingers and pray that I don't have to go back to that. And that's the journey. I am not going back to that. I want to just completely step away from that. I don't even want to think about it. But yep, I'm about to head out. It's 10 o'clock. 10 o'clock on a Friday. And I'm not stuck in an office. Manifesting works, okay? So I got a few more things to manifest. And stay on this journey with me as I really, the goal is to not go back to a corporate 9 to 5. So follow this journey, get in the comments, let me know how life is for you. If you step away from the 9 to 5 corporate office job, let me know where you are in life, if you're enjoying life, if you regret it. Like the video, subscribe to the channel to follow me on this journey. Yeah, and I will appreciate it if you do subscribe. Follow me as I go on to conquer my next goal. And that's it. Peace.